Hey guys, so I'm finally gonna sit down and talk to you guys about our CBD journey with Christian. We started in October of last year. We were giving it to him for about a month or so, and then we stopped because we weren't being consistent with it. I want to touch base on, why we started it, the dosage, any side effects that we see, and if it's actually helping him in this video, since I saw a lot of questions about all of that. So I wrote down some questions and I want to try to answer them. Why did we start Christian on the CBD journey? We wanted to see if it would help him with his attention and with his aggression, and see if it would allow him to just kind of like calm his body a little bit. Sometimes it seems like he's really fidgety and like uncomfortable in his own skin, so we wanted to see if that would help him out. We started giving Christian CBD again, I would say about a month ago. I noticed that he has like a week and a half of his aggression and his behaviors escalating. So he would get upset for no reason, he would bite his hand a lot more, but it was only that week and a half or so, and then I felt like I saw his body kind of like get adjusted to it. He had like diarrhea initially as well, but he didn't seem like he was in pain, like upset stomach or anything. It was more like it just was like cleaning him out. After that week and a half, I started seeing him a little bit more like calm and attentive and like more aware and able to like process things, try to figure it out. A lot of times Christian will just go through like emotion or try to just like guess without putting effort into things. And with the CBD, I felt like he was putting a little bit more effort into it. Take off your shoes. Pick them up. Put them in the shoe holder. Good job. I actually noticed recently that he's finally able to kind of like dress himself. Before, it took us years. Like I have videos where I'm trying to show him how to dress himself and model it and hand over hand. And we're at the point now where I just tell him, put your shorts on, and I hand it to him and he'll grab them and he'll put one leg in at a time and put them on correctly. He might still get frustrated, but he's still like doing the motion more efficiently. So this was early in 2021 when we initially started trying to get him to independently dress himself. He didn't want to do any of it, wanted hand over hand, didn't put any effort. And then a few months in, same year, he is kind of getting the idea of it a little bit better, but still not interested in doing it. And now with the CBD, I feel like he's actually putting one leg in at a time and doing most of it by himself. So this is the CBD that we're using. I don't know if it could focus. It is through Lazarus Naturals. I ordered this online. This is the THC-free CBD tincture. It's 1,500 mg in this whole bottle, and one of the droppers, 1 milliliter, 1 ml equals 50 mgs. So if you could see. So one of these pretty much equals 50 mg. So we gave him one full dropper of this the first time we started, because before that we were already like upping the dosage before we stopped. So we did one and then slowly we increased it, and he's at the point where he is taking pretty much 4 of these. And I know that it sounds like a lot, but Christian metabolizes this so quickly. We wanted to see if there was any adverse reaction, and we didn't see any. We upped it because every time we would give it to him, we would see his reaction, see if he seemed like he was getting anything out of it. And initially we weren't seeing not big changes, but we weren't seeing much, like if anything. So we felt like we needed to up it, and at this point we're considering upping it again. Only because I feel like it wears off very quickly with him, and it's like his body's getting used to it in a way. And I feel like we maybe have to do one in the morning and one at night. I just feel very like how much is too much, and we go through this in like 2 weeks, and it's not necessarily cheap. It's like $45. But I did want to talk about this because I saw on their website that they have a program for anybody that is using this medically. You can get a doctor's note, show them that you're on supplemental security income for disability, or if you're a veteran, and you can get a medical discount through them. I went through that process and it was super easy. I got my doctor to just say Christian has a long-term disability, and we were able to get 60% off of the purchases. I think it's like up to $400 a month or something like that. So it's very convenient. I wanted to let you guys know in case you guys are pursuing it. I feel like once I went to this brand versus the local one, I felt like I saw more of a quality. My only concern is, like I said, how much is too much, and not in the sense of like that is gonna harm him, but if I'm seeing a change, but is it big enough? I'm not sure. That's one of the questions that I see often. And for that, this one is THC free, and I might consider, because of his needs, I might consider doing one with some THC in it, only because I have heard a lot of success with this, especially with kids that have higher needs. I feel like it might really help him, but that's something that I'm going to touch base with his doctor. Christian, man. Christian. Then. You drink it. Drink it. Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. Let me see. A little bit more, a little bit more. Up, 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 up. Good job. But I do want to be honest with you guys, because I feel like when I started the CBD journey, I felt like it was going to be like game changer. I feel like in my head, I had it in the same category of like medication really helps kids, you know, like with ADHD and with attending and with the behaviors and all that. I feel like I had in my head that that's what CBD was going to do. But it wasn't like that big of a change. Like if you see Christian, he's still super fidgety at times. Sometimes he still gets really, really upset and bites himself. His inattention comes and goes. Another question that I get often is, did the doctor prescribe it? And here in Las Vegas, we don't need a doctor prescription. We can just go to a local distributor, one of those places that sells it, and we can get it there. I use Lazarus, and it's not prescribed. I'm not sure how it is for, you know, different countries, different states, but for us, we were able to just order it online. Another question we got was, is it legal? And like I said, it's legal for our state, but it's based on state by state, unfortunately. So I'm not sure how that works for different areas in the United States. Does it help with meltdowns? It does. Well, Christian doesn't necessarily have a lot of meltdowns. He has, I would call them tantrums, and he is able to regulate his emotions fairly quickly. But I would say it helps initially when he's feeling very out of place and frustrated or anxious. I do see that it calms him down a tiny bit. You know, if I see him really, really frustrated, I do notice that he like de-escalates a bit. But if he was to be having a meltdown in that moment and I gave him CBD, no, you have, like with meltdowns, I feel like you have to let it run its course and, you know, like just assist them through those emotions when they're ready. But I don't think that it would help in that moment for a meltdown. But I mean, every case is different, and it might just help the prevention of a meltdown. So that's the update. Thank you guys for watching. I will do another update when there's more information, or if I do change anything on this. And, you know, if you guys have opinions about CBD, that's totally fine. You guys can voice them, but let's be kind to one another, because I know I saw some comments about like, how can you give your son THC? And I wasn't, and I'm not yet, but maybe I will. And if parents are, it's because, you know, we have our own reasons for it medically, and because we want to give them the best support we can. I just feel like this is more natural than medication, and medication is not a bad thing either. You just have to choose the routes that you want to try first, I feel like, and then, you know, like you pursue the next thing that you have to pursue if it's not helping your kid. So let's be kind. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.